Hello and welcome to the Ending Body Burnout Show. We are your hosts, Chris and Philly, co-founders of a multi-award-winning functional medicine practice, serving busy people with energy, mood, and gut issues.
While busyness, addictive doing, people-pleasing, and perfectionism might be the norm, it's not normal, and it's a major contributor to health issues.
Our goal with this show is to give you a holistic root cause approach to healing your body so that you don't have to continue doctor or diet hopping or popping a gazillion supplements hoping something might stick.
So get ready to heal your body, get your spark back, deeply connect with yourself, and step into the life of your dreams.
Let's dive in. G'day guys, and welcome to this episode of the Ending Body Burnout Show. I'm Chris Billette, your burnout recovery coach. Today's episode of the Ending Body Burnout Show is called Easy Does It. This one's a little bit different. It's a guided practice. Normally we'd keep something like this inside our members area, but if you're new here, welcome. This will give you a feel for how we work and it'll set you up for when you get into the Ending Body Burnout method. And if you're already working with us, this is a good one to revisit, especially if you're in the middle of a challenge. A little while ago, I was in the kitchen and I was putting dishes away, and there was a bowl in the sink full of water and old food just sitting there, holding everything in. And right next to it was a strainer we'd use for pasta, colander, whatever it's called. Water drains out, good stuff stays in. Sometimes when we're healing, we're a lot like the bowl. We hold on to things, muck, beliefs, expectations, secondary gains, unconscious patterns, people, jobs, things, relationships, stuff. Our systems get clogged. This practice today, it's about becoming more like the strainer, letting go of the excess, holding on to what actually feeds you. Bruce Lee, he said this, I think, something like this: absorb what is useful, discard the rest. So in other words, become more like a strainer, allow things to flow through you. You might have heard that saying, life doesn't happen to you, it happens for you. Another thing is let life flow through you, kind of like the strainer. We call that filter ease, and we use it to come back to what matters most. So before we begin, here's a few things I'd invite you to reflect on. Where in your life do you feel frustrations, uncomfortable sensations, emotional situations? These are your fuses, and they're all lit up, and you're probably ready to explode, right? As we go through this practice today, I'm going to ask some questions, and you might want to hit the pause button on the episode and jot down some answers, or just let the thoughts and the answers flow in as we go. And now, before we get into it, just want to do a little caveat. Because this is a practice, maybe operating heavy machinery or being in water isn't a crash hot idea for this episode. So if you are doing something that if you fall asleep, it could be catastrophically not optimal, maybe skip this episode, come back to it later. If you are in a good place and you can feel like you can give yourself permission to be here now, my invite to you would be to be here now. And however that is and wherever that is, I invite you to give yourself permission to be here. And if it's appropriate to you, you might find a comfortable place to sit or even maybe lay down for this episode. And if you are listening to this while you're going for a walk or something, I'm excited to go on your journey today. So wherever you are, whenever you're ready, just take a nice, big, deep breath and let it go. And breathing in again. And letting it go. That's it. Noticing your face. Is there anything on your face that you feel like you can just stop holding on to so much? You can let it droop. Let it go beautiful and soft and smushy and just let it down, let it go. Your cheeks, your lips, your forehead, your eyes, your eyebrows. As you take this next deep breath, what can be released? Unclenched. What about those shoulders? Noticing them just drop down and relax. And as you do, notice that gravity, powerful, wonderful gravity, can allow your shoulders to be just rested right where they want to be. You don't have to hold on to them. Your chest, relaxing your chest, letting it go, not squeezing, not clenching. That's it. And your back, your shoulder blades, tummy. There you go, just let it all go floppy and loose. Nice. What about those feet? Can you allow your feet to just flop? There you go. You might give them a little shake if they need it or want it. Maybe other parts of your body need a little bit of shake. Shake those fingers, shake those wrists and hands. You might even shake your face. I wonder what else needs a bit of a shake. Your legs, body. Good job. And with this next breath, notice how floppy and relaxed you are. And bringing your attention now to your breath. Where's that breath going? Is it going right down to the bottom of your belly? Is it up around your chest, sternum area? If you place your fingertips just below your belly button, just kind of above your pubic bone, can you feel the breath going there, allowing your belly to just naturally, effortlessly, easily to just rise and fall? Can you feel that just below your belly button, above your pubic bone? And if you can't, that's fine. That's okay. What do you notice? Because sometimes noticing is the actual most important thing. Now you're feeling more relaxed on the outside. What about inside? Is there anything that you can relax inside? You might say this out loud while you listen. I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. It's okay. Okay. Now bringing your attention to yourself, your life, your experience as you go through this life. Where do you feel frustrations, uncomfortable sensations, emotional situations? It might be a right now thing. It might be a yesterday thing, this morning thing, in the past. Or it might be something that you are expecting to happen later on today, or in a minute, in an hour, tomorrow. Or maybe you're not sure it will happen, but if you had to lay out all potentials across all time, there might be a potential that this might happen. Likely or unlikely. What are some fuses of your own that you feel are all lit up? And allow those fuses to be lit. Allow yourself to be lit up. Allow yourself to not only be aware of them, but not to suppress them or run away or get rid of them. Allow those fuses to be lit. And breathe into them. Breathe into them. Breathe. And with a pen or a paper or your phone, I'd like you to invite you to write down your fuse. What has lit you up? What is it? What are your frustrating, uncomfortable sensations or emotional situations? Pop that down now. And now, what do you want instead? And it might be something like, I want this to go away. I want this to stop. See if you can zoom out. The way you do anything is the way you do everything. What else do you want? Why do you want those things to go away? What are some other things in your life that you want? Maybe you feel like these things are holding you back from something, like connection, love, a sense of certainty or significance. What else do you want? And when you have written down what you don't want and what you do want, I'm going to ask you some questions, and I invite you to pause and write down your answers, or as I said before, allow the answers to flow into you and percolate and circulate. But yeah, for now, I would encourage you to have something written down. You might want some sort of stability, safety, control, comfort, or variety in your life. You want to have some significance or love, connection, growth, contribution. You want to do or be something. Have something written down that you want. And noticing what you've written down, can you be more explicit? Not the bad kind of explicit. Specific explicit. Strip away vagueness and get really accurate. When you say what you want, what do you really mean? If you handed your piece of paper to somebody that doesn't know you, in a safe environment, of course, would they know exactly what you're talking about, or would they have to kind of read between the lines and do a bit of mind reading? Explicit means no mind reading is required. No reading between the lines is required. It's clear. This is what you're saying, and this is why you're saying it. And now, think about what you need in order to have that. And then what do you need to have that? and that, and that. On your paper, you might do a little flow chart. To get what I really want, I need this. And to get that, I need this. And to get that, I need this. See if you can take that all the way through to a logical process. That's explicit. And that very first step, what is it? I can imagine some of you might want to rewind that a little bit and go over that again and again. That's the key. That very first step, let's focus on that now. What's something really easy that you can do towards that? What's a real small chunk? Rather than thinking about having the whole steak swallowed in one gulp, what about a bite size chunk of that first step? What does that look like? And then how can you find enjoyment? How can you be in a state of enjoyment and peace and okayness, kind of like a strainer and not a bowl? Allow things to flow through you, not stagnate and get stuck. While you're doing of the things, how can you be okay exactly where you are? And how can you be conscious of the energy that you have? You know, you might be firing on all cylinders, but for some reason, if you're listening to this podcast, I don't think you are. You might be. But if you're a little bit cooked and drained, you've exploded. What is your current energy level like? What's something realistic that you can do in this state now? Tomorrow might be different, but this state is right now. And if you have a look at what you're wanting, what contributes as an accomplishment or a tick? Or what's the very minimum that you need to do in order to tick that box? And what do you need to set up in your environment? What conversations do you need to have? What support do you need to have? What people do you need in your corner? What can you bring in? What can you take out? And now noticing that you've started to put some stuff down on the paper. Is there anything you're missing? Any elephants in the room? Anything obvious that you're not paying attention to? What else are you missing? What else are you needing? And have a look on your page. What's something tiny, easy, almost basic that you can do every day that takes you in the right direction. Just something tiny, just almost insignificant, but it's heading in the right direction. Maybe if the journey was a kilometer, we're talking 1 millimeter of progress. What's a millimeter of progress for the whole kilometer? Don't think about the finish line so much right now. Think about millimeter. And then what can you cut away, eliminate, take out, reduce, extract in your life? What insights have you had today that you don't want to take with you after this podcast episode ends? You just say to yourself, you know what? I'm not going to do this anymore. Or I'm not going to think like this anymore. Or I'm not going to go there, be that, feel that. And then now it's time to work on your expectations. You've only got 4 things in your power you can influence, but we're talking about your power. Your thoughts, not someone else's, your thoughts, your language, your emotions, your actions. That's it. That's all you can control. Sure, influence, but we're not talking about that. What is really in your control? I'd like to say that the outcome is largely influenceable, but not directly controllable in almost all cases. So what is in your power? Thoughts, feelings, words, actions. What is in your power now? And expect something from yourself. Focus on yourself. And we come full circle now. Back to the first thing, the first E, which is explicitness. Explicitly state your intention now. I'm going to do this. I'm going to be that. I'm going to have this. And then explicitly state how you're going to be mindful in this journey that you're on right now. While you're doing what you're doing, how can you be mindful of exactly where you are, exactly how you are? And allow yourself to have space now to receive any other sort of insights or downloads. Inspiration to help you navigate life right now. And bringing your attention back to your breath. Breathing into that little part of your belly right beneath your belly button above your pubic bone, if you can. or not. And just allow yourself to give yourself a big sigh. One last big deep breath. Good job. Can't wait to see you on the next episode. Have the best day ever.
Thank you so much for listening. We so appreciate you. If you'd like to give us extra smiles, drop us a review and spread the love by sharing this episode.
You can also rate your own state of burnout and the root cause contributors by taking our Ending Body Burnout assessment on our website. And if you're interested in learning about our group or one-on-one Ending Body Burnout programs, shoot us a DM via Instagram or Facebook.
Have the best day ever.